Thank you very much for joining us today on 21st May 2021. And today we're going to have a guest lecture on organizational behavior from Dr. Meena Sharma, who is presenting India country today. And it's far away from us. And this is our happy opportunity to have guest speakers from all around the world. Specialization of Dr. Meena is human resource management, and she's the head of the department right now and the researcher at the same time. I think that she has experience that she can share with us as a part of her knowledge. And welcome. We're very happy to have you as a guest speaker today. Let me start with your presentation, and here you go. Do you see the presentation?
Yes, absolutely fine.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's go.
Is it visible to the students?
I think yes. If anything bad will happen, we'll know.
Shall I start?
Yes, you should start. Please go on.
Thank you, Dr. Hana, for introducing me with your kind words and giving me an opportunity for interaction with you all. Good evening, respected authorities of Sumi State University, dear Dr. Hana, faculty members, and my dear students. Hope you are doing great. Now, today I'll be delivering a session on an important concept in organizational behavior, that is motivation. Can you please change the slide, ma'am? Yes. So, so what's motivation? Why motivation is important? And how can the people be motivated? Why it is important for employees and for everyone? Can you believe a small child can also motivate everyone? Do you want to experience? Are you ready? Students, are you ready?
I think they are.
Okay. So let's see a small video of 1 minute. Can you please change the screen, ma'am? There's a small video of 1 minute. Just to click on the left side, extreme left. Yes. Is it audible to everyone?
I
Yes.
think that's it, right?
So what's your experience? Are you all laughing? I believe that everyone is laughing, isn't it? Yeah. So the child has stimulated us to laugh, right? So, ma'am, can you please change the slide? Yeah. So what's your experience? Okay. I feel everyone is laughing, right? Now we want to be happy and successful in our life. We should be motivated, our entire team, we should be motivated, as well as our team should also be motivated. If you are motivated, you complete your task eagerly and willingly. If you complete your all the given task on time, you are promoted, you are happy, you are satisfied and successful. So motivation is very important in personal as well as professional life. Can you change the slide, ma'am? So what's the meaning of motivation? So motivation is a process of influencing others. Just now we have experienced how the small child has motivated us, how he has influenced us, right? But in the context of the industry, motivation is what? It is an act of stimulating someone to take a desired course of action. Motivation is a process that accounts for an individual's intensity, direction, and persistence of efforts towards attaining a goal. Motivating your staff or your team is a great way to derive performance result. With continued motivation, you can improve performance and productivity. Understanding how to motivate you and your team can ensure the future success of your company and allow everyone to feel a sense of job satisfaction. So, motivation is the work of a manager who performs to inspire, encourage, and impel people to take the required action. It's a goal oriented and a continued process and a psychological phenomena that converts ability into performance. So, motivation is what? It's a process of influencing the behavior of employees, right? And can you please change the slide? So, next, let me share a small story with you. Are you ready? I guess you all are ready. So, it's a story about a boy and a wise old man. So a boy once asked a wise old man what the secret of success is. After listening the boy's question, the wise man told the boy to meet him at the river in the morning and he would be given the answer over there. In the morning, the wise man and the boy began walking towards the river. They continued on into the river, past the point of water covering their nose and mouth. At this time, the wise man ducked the boy into the water. So he struggled to get out. The wise man continued to push him further down. The boy felt a fish slip by his leg and screamed to get up even harder. The man eventually pulled the boy's head up so he could get the air. The boy gasped as he inhaled a deep breath of air. So the wise man said, "What were you fighting for when you were underwater?" The boy replied, "Air." The man said, "There you have the secret of success. When you want to gain success as much as you wanted air, when you were underwater, you will obtain it. That's the only secret." In this story, we have seen how strongly the boy was struggling to get air. That represents your motivation, how you are motivated to get the air. So, what is the moral of the story? The moral of the story is that success starts with the desire to achieve something. If your motivation is weak, you won't be able to get the desired results. But if your motivation is high, you can achieve your objectives and goals in life. Think about what you desire in the life and work towards getting it. Don't allow your environment or other people to influence the things that you truly want. It's important to know where your motivation comes from. Why it is important to understand motivation. Why do we care about what people want and why they want it? So understanding motivation gives us many valuable insight into human nature. It explains why we set goals, strive for achievement and power, why we have desire for psychological intimacy and biological needs, why we experience emotions like fear, happiness, and compassion. So, motivation reflects something unique about each one of us and allows us to give valuable outcomes like improved performance, enhanced well being, then personal growth, and a sense of purpose. It's a pathway to change our life of thinking, feeling, and behaving. Right? So, learning about motivation is valuable because it helps us to understand where motivation comes from. Can you please change the slide, ma'am? So, what is motivation, and motivator? Right? So, what is motive? Motive is an inner state of activates, or moves and directs the behavior towards the goal or towards the objective or towards the target. Motivation arises out of need of individuals. For example, the need for food causes hunger on account of which a man search for food. Some such motives are like hunger, thirst, security, affiliation, need for comfort, recognition, need to have a big bungalow, then a Mercedes car, or something like this. So these are the motives by which you are motivated or you get motivated. Now, what is motivation? It is a process of stimulating people to work willingly to accomplish the desired goal. It depends upon satisfying need of people. What are the motivators? This is the technique used to motivate people in an organization. For example, in the company, like payment is a technique, or the bonus, or the recognition, or status, or promotion. These all are the motivators in the industrial context. So motivation is an act of energizing and activating the people to satisfy their needs. Can you please change the slide, ma'am? So, what is the importance of motivation? As we have discussed, that motivation is what? It is promoting an urge for willingness to work. It is creating the willingness among the people to work happily, right? So, what is the importance? It improves our performance, it improves our productivity, it improves our results, enhance our well-being, personal growth, as well as the growth of the industry, or sorry, growth of the company where you're working. Then proper utilization of the people and the skill, in inducing the sense of belongingness, establishing good work relations. What are the impact of all this point? It reduces or minimizes the absenteeism and turnover. So it's a pathway to change our way of thinking, feeling, and behavior. Can you please change the slide? So motivation is the process of stimulating people to work willingly to accomplish the desired goal, isn't it? So today we'll discuss about the Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of need theory. Today we are going to discuss this one. So what it is? One of the most popular need theory is Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of need theory. In his quest to understand human motivation and the pursuit of happiness, he formulated a list of basic human needs that has to be fulfilled for success. Maslow proposed that motivation is a result of a person's attempt at fulfilling the five basic needs. So, what are the five basic needs by the Abraham Maslow? First one is the physiological need. Second one is the safety need. Then social need, esteem needs, and self-actualization. So, these are the five needs given explained by the Abraham Maslow. Let us discuss one by one. So, these needs can create in. So, Abraham Maslow says that these are the needs that can create internal pressure that can influence a person's behavior, right? So first is the physiological need. It means the basic needs. So what are the basic needs? Like water, then food, then shelter, clothing, sleep. These all are the physiological needs or are the basic needs. All pretty basic, but inarguably important, no matter who or where in the world we are, or where what we do. Maslow formulated this need to be fulfilled before we can focus on the next level of need. He says the moment these needs are fulfilled, food, clothing, shelter, home, etc., they are no longer a need. We get motivated by the next things. Now, what are the next level? Next level is the safety needs. This includes needs that provide a safety, provide a person with a sense of security. So what are those needs? Like insurance, then accident insurance, then health insurance, then protection from protections, then pension schemes. These all are the safety needs, right? And they have, these are the second level of the Maslow's hierarchy needs theory. So safety needs are those needs that provide a person with a sense of security, job security, health insurance, pension schemes, etc. and etc. So once these needs are satisfied, what next? Next is the social needs that are also called as the love and belongingness. Now you have a big home, big flat, or I would say a big bungalow. You have a good job, you have a job security, everything is there. But now, what next? You want that someone should love me, right? So this is all our social needs. We need family, we need friends, we need relationship, romance, and wider sense of connections, belongingness, acceptance. So these all are the social needs. These are important to humans so that they do not feel alone or they don't feel isolated and depressed. So friendship, family, intimacy all work to fulfill these social needs. Now, what is the next one? According to Maslow, next is the esteem needs. What does it mean? It refers to the need for self esteem and respect, with self respect being slightly more important than gaining respect and admiration from others. Because now you have a good family, you have security, you are secured, then you have all the basic needs are fulfilled. Now what you want that someone should recognize you, right? So Maslow claimed that these needs include two components. The first one is the feeling good about ourselves, and the other one, feeling valued by others. First one, I should feel that I am valued, I am very happy. But then it must come from the others also. And feeling that our actions and achievements are being recognized by the other people. Done something worthwhile or impressive? Want others to tell you how great you are? Yes, me too. And finally, at the top of the brightly colored pyramid is something called self-actualization. What it is? This is in nutshell feeling fulfilled and believing that we are the best that we can be. The details of this is the different for everybody. For example, some of us are fulfilled by being able to help others, some by creating or artistic pursuit and achievements, some by reaching the top of their chosen field, some by continuing long life learning, to name but a few. So these all are the basic needs of the Abraham Maslow explained by him, right? Can you please change the slide, ma'am? So I know that you all are the management students. So after completing your management course, you will join the corporate world, or some of you might start your own business, right? So there is a manager role, there is a managerial role you have to play, right? So, a manager role is to motivate your subordinates to accomplish the task or organizational objective. Either you're going to play a role of a manager or you're going to play a role of an entrepreneur. So, in both the cases, you have to motivate your team or the entire employees to accomplish the task. So, well, how a manager can motivate employees? Is the Maslow theory useful? What's your opinion? Any idea? Let's see Maslow's need in context of organizational or in context of employees. So as we have discussed, how many levels are there? Five are there. First is the basic need, then safety need, then the esteem need, self-actualization, right? So what is the first one? The basic. So what are the basic things that you need to provide your employees? Why the employee works? What are the basic needs? So as a manager, you can account for physiological need of your employees by providing them comfortable working condition, then reasonable working hours, the necessary breaks to use the bathrooms, eat or drink. So these are some of the basic needs that are necessary for the employees. So as per the according to Maslow, once these needs are fulfilled, they are no longer a motivation for employees. So now they are motivated for being safety, right? So next is the safety need. As a manager, you can account for safety need of your employees by providing safe working condition, secure compensation such as handsome salary, job security, pension scheme, and so other things. So, which is especially important in the bad economy. Even in the good economy, these factors are very important, like the safety factors are very important. Now, these needs are also fulfilled. What is the next level? Next level is a social need. So, being a manager, you can account for social need of your employees by making sure each of your employee knows one another, encouraging cooperative teamwork, being an accessible and a kind supervisor or a kind manager, promoting a good work life balance. You can provide them social need, you can fulfill their social need. What is next? Next is your, once this need, next is your esteem needs. So as a manager, You can account for the esteem needs also. You can fulfill that by offering the praise and recognition to your employees when the employees does well, and offering promotion, additional responsibility to reflect your belief that they are a valued employees for you. They are valued employees for you. So you have to give them recognition. You have to praise them. You have to motivate them. People work for that. These are the motivating factor for the employees. What is next? Next is the self-actualization. So, as a manager, you can account for this need by providing challenging work, involving your employees to participate in decision making and giving them flexibility and autonomy to their jobs. So, yes, it can be useful for motivating employees too. So, as we have discussed, that the Maslow's need hierarchy theory is very important for the employees also. Can you please change the slide, ma'am? These all are the points which I have mentioned over here. Just now we have discussed the psychological need, safety needs, social needs, esteem need, and self-actualization from the employee's point of view. Right? Can you please change the slide, ma'am? Yeah. So, yeah. Now, since this is the COVID-19 pandemic period, okay, lockdown is implemented in most of the places. Even in India, I am in Pune. Here I am at my home, right? So complete lockdown is imposed to control the spread of COVID-19. Everyone is at home. Everyone is alone. So what do you feel? How relevant is this theory during lockdown due to COVID pandemic 19? Any guesses? Any idea? Let us discuss. So, what are the basic needs of the people during pandemic, during lockdown? So, first is the basic need. What are the basic needs during lockdown? Lockdown due to COVID-19
Yeah, I think
pandemic.
we can do it in chat, dear participants.
Yes,
Um,
yes, sure.
you can put that some ideas in chat.
Yeah, sure,
Go
sure,
on.
sure. Yes,
So the question was how the needs have been changed during pandemic, right? Or
yes, yes. What are the basic needs of the people during lockdown?
right.
Because we are discussing the Maslow's theory.
Yeah, great. So we
What
have
are
this
the basic
question in
needs?
chat. Good.
Yes. So, what are the basic needs?
Dear students,
I'm expecting some answers from you.
of
Any
course,
guesses?
and I think they're still typing, right, Marina?
Yes, sure, sure, sure. Could you please tell me how much time is left?
We have more 45 minutes. Don't
45.
worry. It's
Okay,
like
okay, okay.
we can spend some time.
Yes,
So
yes, sure.
there is Faith, my student. Thank you very much. She printed safety
Okay, good, great.
and
Physiological.
psychological need, right? Love, shelter. Thank you,
Yes.
Adusei. Thank you.
Okay.
Timothy Vaskaboynik have been printed all physiological needs.
Yes, 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 yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, very smart students, ma'am. Dr.
Okay,
Hana, your
so
students are very smart.
yeah, we're gonna
Very,
go
very good.
communications.
Very
Marina
good. Very
Deneka
good.
said
Wonderful.
communication.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Communication. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna
So,
switch to the slides, Professor Mina, but you
yes,
can read the chat and you can
yes,
communicate with the students because I
yes.
can't see you guys if I'm assisting Professor Mina. So go on.
Yes.
Here you
Thank
are.
you so much. Thank you so much for your reply. So, as per the Maslow's hierarchy need theory, first is the physiological needs that are the basic needs. So, what we need during the lockdown that are the healthy food, we need mask, we need cell phone, we need communication with our loved ones, our friends, then internet connection, and the fresh air, juices, and so on. So these are the basic needs in the lockdown. So once these needs are satisfied, now we have everything with us. Okay, we have internet connection with us, we have cell phones with us, we have mask, we have healthy food and other things also. Now once these needs are satisfied, what are the safety needs of the people during lockdown? What are the safety needs? Any guesses? What are the safety needs of the people during lockdown?
Okay,
Yes,
students, yeah, go on. You can put it in the chat. What other safety need of people during lockdown? Go on. Good health, Aduste.
very
Thank you
good,
very much.
very good, very
Employment,
good.
health, resources, faith.
Excellent,
Started.
excellent.
Thank you very much.
Safety, no virus effect. Very good, absolutely fine, Amit.
Great.
Great.
Okay, we can go on
So,
to the slides right now. Here you
yes.
go.
So the safety needs during lockdown are we should get salary on time, job security, because lot of ups and downs are happening in the corporate world also. Use of compulsory mask, compulsory use of mask, washing hands again and again, and most important is 6 feet distance, right? Staying at home. These are some of the safety needs during pandemic. Am I right? Am I right? And employment, health, resources. Absolutely right. The most important security is, I would say that good health is very important during pandemic. So these all are the safety needs during pandemic. Now, once these needs are fulfilled, what are the next? What are the social needs for the people during lockdown? Very important for all of us. Very important. What are the social needs of the students during lockdown? Students,
Social
because we
needs of the
all,
students, right?
yes, we all are
He-
going through this phase. Help each
Help
other.
each
Very good, Amit Goel. Excellent. Thank you so much.
offline classes, I suppose, right?
Yes, yes, absolutely right, Dr. Hannah. Online classes are very important. Today
Okay.
I'm feeling very happy, so that I'm discussing with you all online, right?
Okay, we can go.
Yes,
Okay, family, friendship,
family,
etc.
friends, etc.
Aduste, thank you very much for your
Yes.
interaction.
So thank you so much. Right? So social needs. So during quarantine or during the lockdown, down, how do you feel when you receive a call from your friends or your relative? You feel happy, na? Yes, this is the requirement. This is the social need. Receiving calls from friends, online chatting, online classes, I would say, video calling with friends and relatives, encouraging online cooperative teamwork for the employees, right? Then motivating a manager must be motivating. I mean, he should motivate his entire team, right? These all are the social needs of the employee during the lockdown, right? So during lockdown, what we need love and belongingness from our friends, from our family, from our relatives. As soon as we get a call, hello, how are you, feeling better, we feel so happy that someone is there who's taking care, who's loving us, right? Online classes, online chattings, these all are the social needs during the lockdown. Now, what are the self actualization needs? What do you mean by self actualization? What are the self actualization needs? These all are the self actualization needs.
Okay, and we have one more pool for self-actualization needs. Go on. I think it's like when you're launching the new Instagram store, right? So because of the COVID, you can have your business or you can have your art, and now you
Yes,
have art performance or I don't know, Instagram blog or more
yes.
open to the public. So you can have that due to online technologies,
Excellent.
which
Excellent, Dr. Hannah.
increase dramatically. You can spend more time on Amazon or you can earn more time on Amazon, right?
Yes,
So,
very true. Thank you, Dr. Hana. Absolutely
and
right.
Timothy has respect from others.
Respect of
All
mothers. Very
right.
nice.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
nice. It's really very nice. I mean that we want respect from others because we are doing a lot of hard work, right? So our achievements, we have if we have learned something new, online tools, implementation of that, getting something new, doing something new, right? Utilizing new apps and getting advantages of that. That is called, that are the self actualization, your achievements, right? So during quarantine or during this lockdown, every person is capable and has a desire to move up the hierarchy toward the level of self actualization, right? So this is self actualization. So self esteem, what you have done, what how you feel. I like me, I like myself because I'm taking care of my health, I'm taking care of my knowledge, I'm increasing my knowledge, I'm learning new apps, I'm learning new online, I'm doing online courses. So these all are the needs during the lockdown. Can you please change the change the slide?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Sorry for bothering you again and again.
No, it's okay. I'm with you.
So this is all about the Maslow's theory and its relevance with the lockdown due to COVID-19. So this is all about the COVID-19, how we manage. So I would say that yes, Maslow's need hierarchy is applicable during lockdown too, right? Now, do you feel it is applicable for the students also? Do you feel Maslow's hierarchy need is applicable for the students also? Yes, it is applicable for the students also. So what is it? What is the requirement of the students? What is the requirement of the? Can you go to the previous slide, ma'am?
I'm sorry, just a second. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yes. So what about the students? What is the requirement of the students? Is it relevant to the student? Yes, of course. So what are the physiological need of the student? Healthy food at the canteen. Then should have the fresh drinking water. Then lunchbox. These are some of the psychological need for the students. What are the security and safety? It's all about the your friends with whom you sit in the classroom, right? Then when what about the love and belongingness? It's about how you are managing your friendship with your colleagues, how you are staying with them, and the teacher also has to take care. The teacher should also take care, should make a seating arrangement in such a way that students should feel comfortable, right? So it's the love and belongingness. Self-esteem is all about what are you learning, how are you learning, how are you liking yourself, how are you concentrating on your studies. Then self-actualization, it is what you have achieved. You have secured first position in the classroom. You have secured the first class in the classroom. So this is relevance to the students also, right? Students also. Now, can you please change the slide?
Okay. And come again, right?
Next one. Next one.
Okay.
So, what about the criticism of the Maslow's theory? We have discussed about the meaning of Maslow's theory. We have discussed about the what is the Maslow's theory. How many levels are there? What are those levels? How are they relevant with the students? How are they relevant with the general people? How are they relevant with the employees? How they are relevant at this point of time during the lockdown? But then there are some criticism of the Maslow's theory. What are those criticisms? First one, the need may not follow a definite hierarchical order. We have seen there are five steps are there, five needs are there, levels are there, but the levels may be different for different people. For example, if a safety need is not satisfied, the social need may emerge, right? Next one, the level may be different in different countries and for different people, right? For me, like self-esteem may be more important as compared to self-security, right? Then next one, the need priority model may not apply at all time in all places. For example, in countries such as China, Japan, and Korea, which have collectivist culture, belongingness, and security are significantly more important than growth or self-actualization. Therefore, Although the needs that Maslow identify may be universal, the logic or sequence of the hierarchical different from culture to culture, country to country, and people to people, right? And the next criticism is like that the level of motivation may be permanently lower for some people, or the needs either other than those identified by Maslow also motivate people. Example for spiritual needs, that also motivates people. Na? You might have observed these things. So, in spite of much criticism, Maslow's need hierarchy theory continues to be popular, perhaps due to its simplicity and ease of application. Right? Can you please change the slide, ma'am?
Sure.
So, to summarize this session, what we have seen? Initially, we have seen a video and we have experienced how a small child can stimulate us. We smiled and how we feel happiness. Then I shared a story. What was the moral of the story? Moral of the story was that it shows that high motivation is the key for desired result. If your motivation is high, your results are high, right? What is motivation? We have discussed about the meaning of motivation. What it is? Motivation is an act of stimulating someone to make a desired course of action. So I'll ask you one question. Name the theory propounded by Abraham Maslow. What's the answer? Answer is Maslow's hierarchy of needs theory. Question number two. How many levels are there in Maslow's hierarchy of need theory? 1, 3, 5, or 10? What is the correct answer? Answer is 5. There are 5 levels in the Maslow's hierarchy of need theory. Name the next question. Name the levels in the Maslow's hierarchy of need theory. What are those levels? What are the first level and the last one? Physiological needs. Second one is the safety need. Third is the love and belongingness. Fourth is the self-esteem, and the last one is the self-actualization. Then we discussed how it is useful for a manager. How the motivation is useful for the manager? If he motivates his employees, the performance can be improved, productivity can be improved, results would be excellent, belongingness, satisfaction, and success. Every employee will be happy and satisfied. So even today, Maslow's hierarchy theory is relevant. So applying motivational science to everyday life helps us to motivate employees, students, and everyone. The benefits of motivations are visible in how we live our lives. As we are constantly responding to changes in our environment, we need motivation to take corrective actions in the face of fluctuating circumstances. Motivation is a vital resource that allows us to adapt, function productively, maintain well-being, and fulfill our dreams. Can you please share this? Can you change the slide, ma'am?
Sure.
These are the references which I have used for this session. Next slide, ma'am. Next slide. Yes. So, any questions? Any questions?
Okay, and now we're gonna start the questions and answers session. So please go ahead, dear students. You can ask any questions, participants.
Yes.
Some of you joined from other institutions and universities, so you are welcome. So you've mentioned Professor Sharma, Professor Meena, I will call you that way. You've mentioned that there are some cultural differences between
Yes, of
nations in
course.
terms of motivation. I was always
Yes.
wondering how you guys in India are so positive in terms of accepting any circumstance of life as it's given from the Lord, because not everything is happening is like
Yes.
okay, right? So
Very true.
can you just
Very true.
can you share these attitude, can you explain this attitude from your perspective? Because
Most
I will just say it that Ukrainians are complaining a lot. We're complaining a lot.
okay, okay,
So
okay.
that's what I'm saying. From I have a lot of friends from India, and the attitude is amazing. So just how you do that? Could you just share?
Thank you, Dr. Hana, for asking this question. It's a very wonderful question. I would say that in India, generally, what we do, we see each and everything in a positive manner. Like during lockdown, now pandemic is there, lockdown is there, everywhere we are sitting at home. We take it as an advantage. We look all the benefits, how we can get it, how we can grab the benefits if we are sitting at home. How can we develop our technological skill? How can we develop our knowledge? So see, instead of complaining, or I would say instead of being sad, we can be happy because we have only two options: either to happy or to be sad. So see, if we are sad or always discussing about the problem, are the problems going to solve? Are we able to solve the problem after discussing on them? No. Find out something positive from that. That is the would I would say the spirit, or the this is our Indian culture, where we think positively. We share each, and generally we stay, or we all stay together. We have a joint family kind of a system in our India. So a lot of sharing is also done. Whenever we are having our problems, we discuss it with our family members. We all are united. So this is our culture. We find out always some good thing from each and any situation. Whatever the situation is there, we try to find something good from there. Even I would suggest this student, if I am I mean, just a small suggestion to you. If you are doing if you all are the HR students, you can do a diploma in law sitting at home. At the same time, you can do two things. Or if you are the finance student, you can learn tally. If you are the marketing students, you can learn the digital marketing. So utilize the time which you have with you. That is important. Instead of complaining, or instead of thinking about the sad thing, I don't watch much. I don't spend much time on television, because even in television, even in India also, we have a lot of negative kind of messages, or the negative news is there. So this is all identifying the positive things from each and every situation. That is the, I would say, the habit of Indians. And I believe that definitely you all are also very lucky. I mean, you all are also people, those who think uh, you welcome everyone very positively. I have experienced with once when I met Dr. Hana. Shiv India madam, I would say that you are very positive person. You are all welcome. I still remember. So thank you so much. I hope
Thank you
everyone is
very much.
very,
Yeah, for
yes,
your kind words. I think I'm an Indian. Yeah, that when you're just sharing your emotions, I think I'm with you on that. So,
definitely,
uh,
definitely. You're welcome.
there is
Yeah.
a, I would say,
One
statement,
question.
yeah, or
Yes.
questions or comment. I will read it
Yeah.
loudly from Tolika Vdimirets. Sometimes the object interacts, and sometimes an internal monologue. It's not possible to force the subject to learn, and therefore the object is aware of its function to transfer its knowledge. Now the teacher can show their skills not only at the board, but also in distance learning, Zoom, Skype, and more, and therefore you can work in such conditions as online, but for an effective process, there must be not only an active object, but also a subject. So, very valuable comment, I think. Thank you very
Yes.
much. Of course,
Yes.
not only teacher's significance is reduced now online learning, because if there is no active students, we're not going to have learning process,
Very
right?
true. Very true. Very true.
Yeah.
And a day before yesterday, there was an international conference, and I was a keynote speaker over there. Some other eminent people also were there, but they were discussing the problem of student engagement during the online sessions. So everywhere, this is the problem. So according to me, I what I feel that if we in if we use different pedagogies, or we share some stories with the student, or we ask them the questions, or we show them some video and ask what is the outcome of that video, or we use different kind of style. I do a lot of this kind of things. So by this way, I try to engage my student. But then Of course, the role of students are very, very important. Unless and until you are not ready, how can we play games with you?
Okay,
So
great.
I request everyone to please attend the sessions, and so you will get knowledge, and the madam will also understand, will come to know that you all are understanding the concepts.
Okay, so we have one more a comment from Tolik and one more
Yes,
question from a
yes,
student and one more hand from Amit Goel. So I will go step by step. So during the
yes, yes.
pandemic, it's increasingly difficult to ensure that students' activity, I mean pandemic maybe, in the right direction so that he or she uses innovation to his advantage. And if you ask, who am I? What competitors do I have? We will observe difficulties in answering. Yeah, I agree with that comment. And we will go to the question because it's really interesting. Anna Starodubtseva, I have no idea how to answer your question. How to be motivated for a long period of time? How
Thank
to
you
be
for
like how to keep being motivated for a long
yes, very
time
true.
period. Yeah, yeah. Let's.
Just
This is what I like in online sessions. Now we have guest speaker to answer all the difficult questions. How go ahead, Dr. Mina, please.
thank you so much for asking this very important question. It's really very important that how to motivate for a long period of time. See, unless and until you don't know about your vision, you don't have your objective in your mind. You identify what I need, right? So, what is your mission? What is your vision? If you set your aim, you identify what I am going to get if I do this. Just to keep your aim in front of your eyes and you work, definitely you will be motivated. I'm sure I have observed this one. Even I ask my students to identify their objective. For example, if I ask my student, what you want to become? They say, I want to become rich. Okay, how much you want to earn? I want to earn lot of money. What is a lot of money? Identify the number, identify the industry where you want to work, identify the company. Jot down three major companies in your industry where you want to work. Then identify what skills are required by those companies. What is your aim? To get 1 lakh rupees per month? Then you keep that aim in front of you, just to keep your eye or your focus on your objective, on your goal, and then only you will be motivated. This is what I feel.
Thank you very much, Dr. Mina. I feel so excited because I'm doing the same thing. I'm having master plan for my life, and actually, all the goals that I put in my plan they were achieved from time to time. It's not like every day, but if you will look on your plan that you had in mind, very like visual, visible, and measurable, you're gonna see that actually it's achievable. Thank you very much. So keep your idea, keep your vision with you, as I do understand if you want to work and be rich, right? So you just need to understand what industry you're gonna work at, what the three most admirable companies are at this industry, what kind of skills you want to get to work there, and you're gonna be there in 3 years or maybe less. Thank you very much. Anna is very happy, and we have Amit Goyal who raised the hand. Thank you. Are you here with us? No?
Good
Yes.
afternoon.
Good
Yeah.
Good
afternoon,
evening.
Amit. Good
And
evening, Amit.
Dr. Meena and Dr. Hana, I have attended one program which is organized by Dr. Hana, and there is a Professor Dipro. He has given a very important information that how to engage the student for a longer time. Instead of doing the theoretical class, we will engage the student by doing the role play games,
Yes. Yes.
and instead of giving the verbal lecture, we will use the video clippings and audio clippings to engage the student for the most of the time.
Yes.
After attending this workshop, I implemented this thing in my class, and the response will change from 50% to 80%. That 80% of the
Oh,
students are more attentive in the class. Even the paper is 100% numerical. In that case also the students are very excited to attend the class.
excellent.
Excellent.
So
Thank you very
this
much. So, do you have a question, Professor Goyle? Do you have a question, or yeah?
No, Professor Hannah, I don't have a question. I give the answer of the question that is asked by somebody else, Professor.
Oh, yeah, got it, got it. It's about the engagement. Thank you very much for your
Yes, yes.
comment.
Yes. Dr. Goyal, Amit, and Dr. Hannah, there are various pedagogies are available for us. I mean, by using those pedagogies, around 15 to 20 pedagogies are there. We can implement those pedagogies and we can assure the student engagement in our classrooms. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you very much. And we saw the engagement today. I'm very happy to see you, all of you guys, even if I'm seeing only your like a icons. If you have any other questions, any other comments, please share it right now. And if we have no further questions, we're gonna wrap up this session. Today's Friday, and I think that we're gonna spend some time now on a weekend thinking about the motivation. What is my goal? What is my vision? What I want from life? Well, who I am and how I'm gonna be happy. Maybe we are already happy, we don't know yet, but what I'm gonna do next week to be happy still. So thank you very much, Dr. Meena. It was a great pleasure to have you as a guest speaker in my class. We have at least two cohorts of the students. We have here my colleagues, and I think we enjoyed it.